This video came up on my For You page, and I had no choice.
I think Biden could definitely serve another 4 years. Like 100%.
Okay, come on.
I'm going to show you how easy it is to lobby a Gen Z TikToker away from objective reality in less than 5 minutes.
I've met President Biden. I stood in front of him. I interviewed him. He didn't have the questions ahead of time, and he was great.
This video is from just a few days ago, and when he interviewed Biden was in May.
Like, I think that there's
Where
been...
does that interview live? I've never seen that.
It's on my YouTube, my TikTok.
What?
Okay, so this dude has millions of followers and is a large influencer in the Gen Z soy Democrat space. His explanation for why he thinks Biden could serve another 4 years is because he interviewed him when he didn't have the question, so I went to his YouTube and watched it. Now keep in mind, this dude was pushing out videos to millions of people up until the very end, talking about how sharp Byron was. And of course, when he got his marching orders, he turned and supports Krusty.
How are you? I hear a lot of great things about you.
I hear a lot of great things about you, too.
That's because you say them.
Yeah, the old man nailed it on that one.
Real, you make it. You make
I like
it
this
pretty
guy.
I like you too, man.
Biden's like,
So I have a couple questions for you today.
Fire away.
Yeah. Okay. So
before we get started, let me remind you, this entire interview is 3 minutes, 2 questions.
obviously, it's a big event today. So I'm going to read you some headlines from a few years ago to bring you back to what it was like under the former guy. So a little bit of chaos, but nonetheless.
I won't make you suffer through all Biden's answers, but I want you to just listen to this question in totality.
So first one is, Trump promised this Wisconsin town a manufacturing boom. It never arrived. Foxconn factory jobs touted by Trump will not come to pass. Trump's highly touted Foxconn project falls short of its promises. And my favorite one, enormous bait and switch. Foxconn factory jobs touted by Trump not coming to Wisconsin. But let's fast forward to today. So we're in that same town, referenced in those articles in Wisconsin. And Microsoft is announcing a huge investment, creating thousands of good paying jobs for hardworking people. So what's your reaction to those headlines?
Bro, what? Yo, Biden's like, he tuned out halfway through that. It's hardly even a question. He just read 3 headlines that bashed Trump, and he's like, so how does that make you feel?
Well, first of all, Trump talked about infrastructure, what he's going to build. Infrastructure week every week for 4 years. He didn't build a damn thing. Nothing. And I decided when I got elected into office, I was going to build this economy from the middle out and the bottom up for real. Not a joke.
I'll skip the gobbledygook, but watch the hand.
To hire people from this community college we're in, as well as people who are back in high schools, let them know the technological capacity is needed.
All right, this answer goes nowhere. Let's get to the next hard-hitting question.
Thousands of good paying jobs in this region.
It's so great. That's so great.
And this guy had silver shovels.
The gold shovels.
Yeah.
Called it the 8th wonder of the world.
That's true. I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, you're very good at biting your tongue. I have a lot of respect for that. Seriously.
No, his brain just stops working, dog. He's not biting his tongue. He's like, where am I?
And my follow-up question is, it seems like your predecessor was all talk, as you kind of just touched on. Would you agree with that?
Another banger.
And he talks in a way that's almost hard to follow anymore.
That's ironic.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
In terms of, I'm going to be a dictator on day one.
So he runs through a few of the canned responses. And then watch this.
All right.
It's a stake with this guy.
Yeah, a lot on the line.
Yep.
Well, thank you, sir. That's all the questions I have for now.
Bro, so the 2 questions for this interview, where I'm going to read you some Trump bashing headlines. What's your reaction? And is Trump all talk? Interview. The whole clip is on his YouTube. It's literally 3 minutes long. And just with a little bit of FaceTime, a hug, and a sniff, this dude will go out and push your message to tens of millions of people. That's literally how easy it is. So much so, in fact, that 6 months later, when the guy dropped out of the race for being basically cooked, he's still saying that he could have served 4 years. 100%. Bro, millions of followers.